Good morning. What a crowd. Thank you all for coming this morning. And Steve, thank you for the warm welcome. And welcome to the 2016 State of the City Address. You know, when you have to speak at events like this, it's nice to see familiar faces, residents, and there's a lot of you, city employees, partners, friends, family. I'm going to take a moment real quick. I've got a city employee that's not here, our finance director, who I always joke with. I say that she's my favorite finance director. Of course, she's my only finance director, and that's Laura Gorley. And she's not here today, but I anticipate her and her husband Eric to be back with us next year. And she's not just my favorite finance director. She's the best finance director I know, and perhaps the finest one in the city of Kansas. I also want to thank some of our community partners that are here. I saw Commissioner Ed Eilert here someplace. Commissioner, back there in the corner. Commissioner Ron Schaefer's here. Ron, thanks so much for coming today. My friend Fire Chief Rob Kirk's here, as well as, come on Ron, Rob, wave. As well as some of our friends from the Fire District Board. One of our partners is KCADC, and the recently retired Bob Marcus is here. He was the CEO and president for 25 years. It's good to see you, Bob. Thanks for coming. Mayor Don Roberts from Edgerton's here somewhere out in the lobby. Don, you weren't meant for the cheap seats. We've got spaces up closer, so you're welcome to come in. Rob Shippey from the Board of Education's here, and so is longtime former Mayor Carol Lehman. I see it. Raise your hand higher than that, Carol. Thank you so much for coming today. Additionally, my parents are here, Lou and Pat Morrow. They've been very, there you go. People are starting to get it. You know, they've been very supportive of the family and what we do here and our community. They've been members of the Gardner community for about 15 years now. Also, my wife Melissa and I have 6 children between us, and 3 of them are here, all of them the boys, my son Josh and my sons Nathan and Ryan. So thanks everybody for coming. I appreciate your love and support. It truly is an honor and a privilege to stand here before you as mayor of this great city. Typically at this time I would share with you all the accomplishments of 2015. That could go on for a while if you're not careful. But this year, instead, we have a short video that will provide you with some of the highlights. We're going to take a moment and watch. I want to thank Gardner resident Jeff Reed of Read Write Media for putting that together for us. Thank you, Jeff. Councilmember Rich Melton's here as well, so is I think our longest tenured council member, Christina Harrison. So, well, you saw the video, which I thought was great. Lots of accomplishments. Obviously, a video can never capture all the work that has been done in the city. Our city staff works hard every day to meet and exceed the needs of our community, which is evident with the recognition and the awards that were highlighted in the video. Whatever the task the governing body assigns them, they deliver. Please join me in thanking our city employees for their exceptional performance with a well-deserved round of applause. Now, you didn't see this one on the way in, but I do also want to mention that we have prepared an annual report for fiscal year 2015. Please be sure to take a copy of it along with you as you leave today to see the many accomplishments of the past year. The title of my speech today is Operation Grow. The word operation can hold different meanings depending on the person who is using it or the object that is being referred to. For a doctor, it means a surgical procedure. For an engineer, it's a method or manner of an object functioning properly. For a child, it may be a game played with family members. But today, in this context, the word operation refers to a mission. Operation Grow is a coordinated, strategic response with actions designed to change our circumstances. Gardner, we can and must change our standing. Our current standing is that Gardner is one of the fastest growing cities in Kansas, yet we have not yet seen comparable growth in business development. One circumstance is that family members move here for our affordable homes and our friendly small town feel, but when they are ready to expand their family or their careers advance, they move to neighboring cities in search of a more desirable home. Another circumstance exists when families want to see a movie, shop, or go to an upscale restaurant, and then they have to travel 10 to 20 miles to meet their quality of life needs. So yes, Gardner, we have a situation because we have a need for business growth that addresses the diverse needs and wants of our community. The good news is Operation Grow is already in full effect. Our mission has been initiated and everyone has their assignments. Soon I will unveil what GROW represents, but I want to focus on the operation first. Our operation was activated when leaders of the governing body recognized that economic growth was not going to happen by chance, but we had to pursue it intentionally, with gusto. We understood that it needed to be our primary focus and that great energy must be put into this mission. As part of our operation, we updated our comprehensive plan to help us better outline our community aspirations. We are now working with clear direction in regards to our infrastructure, recreation, housing, transportation, and more. As part of initiating our operation, we also developed our 4 strategic goals which serve as our guiding principles. They are promote economic development, improve quality of life, infrastructure and asset management, and fiscal stewardship. Another part of our operation involved implementing a CCC approach, guiding our city to greater heights through communication, collaboration, and civic engagement. The city continues its unceasing efforts to efficiently and effectively implement its vision defined by these 4 goals and this 3-pronged approach, with the goal of promoting economic development at the forefront. Focusing on economic development will ensure we diversify our tax base and improve the financial well-being of our citizens. So yes, Operation Grow is underway and represents 4 key action steps that will help us accomplish our economic development objectives. They are G for goals, R for readiness, O for opportunities, and W for win. Our first action step in Operation Grow is to establish supporting goals that are directly aimed at accelerating our economic development efforts. One of our most important goals for 2016 is to secure land through property annexation, which is outlined in our recently adopted growth management strategy. The governing body started the annexation process in those areas most likely to develop within 1 to 3 years. These areas have the potential to be developed for businesses that wish to tap into our growing community and support the surrounding logistic, manufacturing, and telecommunications industries. That's why we're committed to annexing property adjacent to the intermodal and Gardner Airport, and to develop property near the northeast corner of 175th Street and Waverly Road. We're also looking at annexation for our midterm areas. We will strive to develop around our 2 I-35 interchanges at 175th Street and 191st Street and Gardner Road. Both areas currently contain commercial development and will be supported by the development of medical facilities and other uses such as hotels, shopping, restaurants, as well as distribution facilities, manufacturers, and other commercial industries. We also have long-term annexation goals that are geared toward more diverse, next-level residential developments. This annexation process will ensure Gardner maintains the space and resources needed to prepare for future growth. A goal we will accomplish in 2016 is our land development code. The updated code will enhance business attraction by streamlining administrative, regulatory, and permitting processes. We are removing outdated and conflicting language and making sure that it reflects the vision established in the comprehensive plan. This, along with our annexation strategies, serve as our key goals for 2016 and will drive our economic development efforts. Our next step in Operation G.R.O.W. is readiness. Regardless of the type of operation, you must have all the necessary tools and be prepared to complete the task at hand. In our case, we must be ready in every sense. Our infrastructure must be ready. Our economic development tools must be ready. Our messages to the public must be ready. Our partnerships must be ready. Why? Because we cannot expect economic development and growth to happen without being fully equipped. That's why we conducted comprehensive infrastructure assessments. We surveyed the current condition of our streets, sidewalks, and park trails. We assessed our water, wastewater, and electric utility operations. We now understand how we are positioned in terms of infrastructure and our ability to provide quality services. In order to address maintenance and improvements for the infrastructure, voters approved a half-cent sales tax, endorsing the governing body's vision. The sales tax renewal passed with an overwhelming 63% of the vote. This year, we can expect more than $1 million to be dedicated to infrastructure improvements, with $5 million more beginning in 2017. Our readiness includes completion of an economic development incentive policy. The policy includes provisions to ensure businesses meet the terms of our agreements. If they don't meet the terms, they don't receive the incentives. We will not allow citizens' tax dollars to be at risk as we pursue economic development opportunities. Another component to our readiness was the completion of our growth management strategy, which I highlighted earlier. Our readiness also included rebranding ourselves. While we have taken the necessary steps to improve our business practices and become a high-performance organization, we needed to send a statement to the public that visually demonstrated the progress we've made. Our new brand is helping us to accomplish this, especially our new tagline, Blazing New Trails, because it embraces our history while speaking to what we will accomplish for Gardner in the future. We are truly prepared to blaze new trails. That includes new trails in technology. I am pleased to announce that we will go live with a new website by the end of next month. The new website will also include a new tool, an interactive site development map. This interactive map will allow businesses and site developers to view available land for development and learn about various aspects of the land, including size, current zoning, future land use, traffic counts, water, sewer, and road location, and much more. This will be a huge benefit to those wishing to develop in Gardner. Our economic development efforts also focused on good fiscal stewardship. This year, we hired a grant coordinator to seek out grant money to help us expand our financial capacity and complete more projects while better leveraging our tax dollars. Our readiness has also been supplemented by our city government. Beyond our city government, I must acknowledge the readiness of our school district. Where did Pam Stranathan go? I just saw her. Hi, Pam. I didn't catch you earlier. Just last month, Gardner Edgerton voters approved a $30 million bond issue. I applaud the school district and its voting patrons for preparing for an ever-increasing enrollment at the high school. Having sufficient space and resources provides a better learning environment for our children and makes Gardner more attractive to businesses and future residents. So, as you can see, we're ready, but we're not stopping there. In 2016, you will continue to see us add tools to our repertoire. The next step in Operation G.R.O.W is opportunities. Inventor Thomas Edison once said, "Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work." In Gardner, we will make the most of our opportunities because our sleeves are rolled up and we're already working hard. We're not waiting for opportunities, we're creating them. We recognize because of missed opportunities in the past, we don't have those same opportunities knocking down our doors. So we're doing the knocking. We're putting in the work to get the results we desire for this city. We're working with our partners like the Gardner Edgerton Chamber, the Southwest Johnson County Economic Development Corporation, the Kansas City Area Development Council, and other partners. In fact, our partnership with the KCADC took us through our branding process and helped us design our new logo. The services they provided could have easily cost us nearly $75,000 using a private vendor, but we received these services for free because of our partnership. This is a prime example of an opportunity, a fiscally responsible opportunity. And now, as our identity evolves, we're telling our story. We're telling the world that it's a new day in Gardner. An opportunity abounds here. And we'll continue to communicate these great opportunities with our new website. Gardner will not have another missed opportunity if it's up to me. This does not mean we will obtain growth at any cost, but it means we will find opportunities that are best for the citizens of Gardner. And our final action in Operation G.R.O.W is win. First, we have some residential wins. Nottingham Apartments will be opening this year with 72 new units down at 188th Street and Center. Construction will begin shortly on a new 84-unit apartment complex, residence at Moonlight Park, near the corner of 183rd Street and Moonlight. And our final residential development news involves the next phase of Copper Springs, where 28 new single-family homes are under construction with plans to complete 119 total. And these new homes are a nice step up for families looking to move to a larger, more comfortable address. On the commercial side, we have a win as well. Orscheln's Farm and Home Store is currently under construction on South Center Street, bringing 33,000 square feet of destination retail to Gardner. And finally, for the groundbreaking news, I am excited to announce that at the March 7th City Council meeting, the Council will be considering the next steps necessary to establish a new presence east of Interstate 35. The city has been approached by the fine folks at Day 3 LLC and Van Trust Real Estate, who are interested in developing a nearly 300-acre, mixed-use retail and industrial project on the southeast corner of I-35 and 175th Street. At the March 7th meeting, council will consider this, and I expect approve it. This funding agreement will provide the city the resources to conduct due diligence, ensuring the best interest of the citizens of Gardner are protected. So, as you can see, the wins are beginning to add up. So, Operation G.R.O.W. Goals, check. Readiness, check. Wins, check. Opportunities, check. Wins, check. And there will be many more checks added to the win column in the future. Perspiration, check. We are on the right path. We are forging ahead. All of this work will be fruitful. We will win. And it will take a little bit of perspiration to get there. I want to remind each of you in attendance, and those of you who will watch later online, that we're all part of this operation. You are on this mission with us, whether it's by voting for the tax renewal, attending a town hall or property owners meeting. We've created several other opportunities for civic engagement, including the development of 5 citizen advisory committees. We have a committee to address Americans with Disability Act issues, economic development, parks and recreation, citizen and police communication, and streets, sidewalks, and stormwater. Our citizens are always welcome to attend these meetings and speak with committee members to let their voices be heard. These committees will ensure the citizens of Gardner are represented and can help guide the governing body's policy decisions. As I close, I ask you all to join with us in Operation G.R.O.W. It's our new mantra and mission. When it comes to our strategic path to economic development, it's our new DNA. This is not mission impossible. Far from it. It's mission inevitable. Gardner, we will grow. And I know through our continued hard work, together as a team, we will complete our mission and see Gardner become one of the most influential and prosperous cities in the state of Kansas. And Operation G.R.O.W. will help us blaze new trails. Thank you.